Welcome to the video, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you a family grocery haul. What my family eats on a 2-week basis. We buy meals for 2 weeks. And so I'm going to be showing you today what we get along with what I get in my grocery hauls. To start out, we're going to be going to Nature's Grocery Store, where I'm going to be getting my protein for the next week. I'm going to be showing you what you can get to kind of break the monotony of eating chicken, egg whites, and some other things. So come on board. All right, guys, so I just came down the frozen food section. This is where they keep all of their frozen meat. Okay, now the cool thing about Nature's Grocery Store is everything's organic. It has no hormones added or anything that could potentially harm you. And so we're going to be looking for a couple different things here. We're going to be looking for ground bison, ground elk, and then we're also going to be looking for ground venison. Now, as you see here in this video here, you just walk up, you got to look, they're kind of hidden. The brand that we're looking for is Durham Ranch. Okay, so we found it here. We have, first up, ground venison. Okay, put that in the cart. And now we found ground elk. Now we're just looking for the ground bison. I think that's back over here if I remember correctly. So let's see here. There's ground beef. Looking for it. Okay, it looks like they're actually out of stock. So we are going to pivot here and do something else here. So naturally, this is why I'm gonna do this here, okay? So naturally, for the ground elk right here, okay, for 4 ounces, that's 1 serving, total fat is 3 grams, protein is 26 grams, okay? For the ground venison, total fat is 3 grams, and protein 26 grams for 4 ounces. And so we're actually gonna do, two things of ground elk. The ground wild boar, looking at the nutritional information, it has a little bit more fat in it, and we just don't want to do that. It's a lot harder to hit your protein goal when you're doing that. So that's another important thing. Look at the nutrition label, and if something's not looking good, don't get it, or get an alternative. All right, so we've left Nature's Grocery Store. Now we're going to Walmart. This is where we're going to be buying the bulk of all of the meals. So I covered this in one of my other videos, but we parked. Okay, so my car is right there. Okay, the front of Walmart is right there. Okay, so to be more active, we parked a little bit further away so we can get our steps in. Okay, that's another key thing you can do to increase your steps throughout the day after sitting at a desk all day. Okay, so we just finished up our produce section of our items, and what we picked up was a salad packet, which is just a classic iceberg salad. We're going to be having taco salads with that, with 93.7 ground beef and our own homemade taco seasoning with some quinoa and some Primal Kitchen ranch dressing that we already have at home. Then we got 2 sweet potatoes. Those are going to be used in a sweet potato black bean casserole dish that is going to be cooked in the crock pot. And then the following, we have a bag of potatoes that's going to be used for baked potatoes. But the way we do baked potatoes is a little bit different. Instead of topping them with, the traditional sour cream, some of those heavy calorie items, we like to put cottage cheese, and then some fresh, maybe, you know, fresh vegetables like a green pepper or red pepper. So if we have any left over from that, from a different meal, we'll be putting that on top of it. Then we got a cup of fresh salsa, and that's going to be used in the sweet potato and black bean casserole. It's an ingredient in that, and it's completely fresh. It's not the Pace brand that is shelf stable. It needs to be refrigerated. It's fresh. Some cucumbers as a snack for my daughter, some green onions for an ingredient in one of our meals, the red pepper, it's going to be used in our enchilada casserole dish, and then we have finally the tomatoes to go with the salad. So the one thing you got to notice about this is it's all fresh. Okay, it's all fresh ingredients, and that's what you'll notice a lot about what we put in our cart, is that it's fresh, or as fresh as it can get, minimally processed to unprocessed as much as possible. Okay, so the next thing we're picking up is, funny enough, we were just at Nature's grocery store and they didn't have it, but we're going to be picking up some ground bison. Okay, so this stuff is just the Walmart brand market side bison raised with no antibiotics or added hormones ever. Okay, this is going to be used in our baked bison pasta dish. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be putting in is some Italian style fresh turkey sausage. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because it has 9 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein for 3 ounces. Okay, now if we just go back a little bit over here to normal sausage, okay, the fat is 15% for 10 grams of protein and only 2 ounces. Okay, now again, this is going to be turkey raised with no antibiotics or added steroids. Okay, so we'll put that in our cart. All right, so one of the more, I guess, controversial items in all of nutrition is bread. Okay, my family eats it 100%, but we try to get it as healthy as possible, whether that is through my wife making sourdough, or in this case, we've got some Naked Organic Classic Bagels. Okay, now these things are processed, but the ingredients are the cleanest that they'll get, and for me that's super important. When I'm going and getting pantry items, I try to make them as healthy as possible, non-GMO. Organic is not a requirement, but non-GMO is pretty much a requirement. Okay, my kids like to have bagels in the morning, and so that's what we do. Now the next thing is canned items. Okay, when we're looking at our canned items, we try to do no salt added. The reason for that is just for me, my genetics with my blood pressure and various other items, and so we just need to pick these out real quick. Okay, so we got 3 of these. They're going to be used in 2 different meals. No salt added black beans. Okay, that is a protein source and a fiber source all at the same time. Okay, so we're going to be doing some pasta this week. Now the hard thing about pasta is the fact that it's very hard to fill you up, so it's very easy to eat a lot of it. And so we tend to do the protein pasta. So we like to do this stuff, 21 grams of protein, 9 grams of fiber. That way we can just increase our chances of feeling full without eating a bunch of it. And so this is going to be used in a couple different meals, so we're going to get a couple boxes. Okay, so when it comes to pasta sauce, we really try our hardest to either make it from scratch. There is a recipe in our Straight Up Foods cookbook that we like, but if we are going to buy it, we try to go as organic as possible. And the cool thing is that the Great Value Organic brand sells some pretty good stuff for a pretty good price, and we only need 1 of these, so we're just going to grab that. Now again, there's all these different options, right? Okay, not saying that these are bad, but I tend to try to eat as healthy as I can, following unprocessed to as minimally processed as possible. And then if I'm going to get pantry items, they need to be as healthy as possible, whether that is organic, non-GMO, or both. Okay, so we're about done here. There's been a few more items that have been placed in. Kind of our cheat meal for the week is this potato soup that we really can't make any healthier. We tried it once and it was really gross. And so there's some cream of chicken in my cart. And then we also put our cans of diced tomatoes in. And now we're looking for some egg whites. Now, I like regular egg whites, not like the egg substitute. And the reason for that is the egg substitute is something that is engineered. And so I like to just do the simple old cage-free, Great Value brand egg whites. And I'm gonna get 2 of those. Okay. Now, right across the way, we have something that is super important, is milk. Now, as far as milk goes, there's a lot of debate out there. I've heard lots of different things, and the belief that I go with the milk is do what you need to do. So for me, lactose messes with my stomach a little bit, so I get the Fairlife ultra filtered fat-free stuff. Okay, now the reason why I get this over the other stuff is the lactose, but also too, you have calories is 80, protein's 13, no fat for 1 cup. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so the last item that I put in before we go and get checked out is this Carbone pizza sauce. And then if you look right here, that bottom left corner, non-GMO. This is going to be used in our noshi casserole. We put some noshi in there. The kids like that. So as you can tell, like, all of this is, you know, to put it very simply, they're just fresh ingredients. Stuff that's fiber rich with the beans, as well as stuff that we already have at home that we combine it with, as well as fresh as can be. Okay, that's one thing you got to remember. So we're gonna go check out, and I'm gonna show you how much this is gonna cost for 2 weeks worth of meals. Okay, so that meal prep for the whole entire family, even with the trip to Nature's grocery store, okay, less than 160 bucks. So it was $114 at Walmart, just barely, and then $35 just at Nature's grocery store. Okay, forgive me if my math is wrong, but okay, 2 weeks worth of meals that are super duper healthy and protein packed, okay, and fiber packed and nutrient packed for less than $200. Okay, so now the next stop from here is we got to go to Costco, and this is where we're just going to be getting some cleaning supplies, so I won't bother putting that into the video. But as you can see, when your meals are primarily just fresh ingredients, it is very easy to buy primarily organic stuff or some specialty stuff. Very, very easy. And all this is possible because I came to a place where the inputs were the cheapest, Walmart. Okay, just got to our car. Okay, first and foremost, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to White Collar Fitness, channel about nutrition and online fitness content to help you lose the desk bod. It's something that I'm super passionate about, something that I love, and I wish somebody would have taught me this as a kid, but also as an early business professional. The principles that I've learned over the past 3-4 years of fitness, but also nutrition, have really changed my life, and that's why I'm trying to share this. So next time you're at the grocery store, or next time you're meal prepping or meal planning, remember, protein first. Prioritize protein, fiber, nutrient-dense stuff that's going to help you perform and feel better. Okay, and it's okay to occasionally have those cheat meals. Like, we're going to have that potato soup. It's going to be absolutely delicious, and it's going to be great, but it's not going to be the most macro-friendly, and that's okay. But the important thing is that I'm at the grocery store, and I'm buying food and eating in instead of constantly eating out and doing things. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell your friends. Thanks. Bye.